I recently took an Enchanted Princess cruise to New England and Canada. I've been on many princess cruises before, and I wanted to share with you 9 of my favorite and unique things about this particular ship that I really liked. Hi, I'm Sandy from Sandy Over 70. Welcome to my channel. And if you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing and clicking that like button. Travelers over 70 often ask me which cruise ships are best for their age group. And Princess is definitely one of my recommendations. Yes, they are large ships, but I'm going to tell you things you can do that don't require a lot of effort. Now, you walk from one end to the other. It's far and it's a lot of steps, but you don't have to go fast. You can walk at your own speed. But now, let me tell you these 9 unique things that I enjoyed on this cruise ship. And I'll start with number 1, and that's the robot. These aren't in any particular order. This isn't my most favorite thing, but I sure was intrigued by it. I was just leaving the buffet and I saw this robot walk past me filled with a bin of dirty dishes, and I'm always fascinated by robots anyway, but there it went down the corridor. And I will say that the staff did keep an eye on it, but it didn't in any way bump into anything or anyone. And I thought, wow, that thing can really hold a lot more dishes than any one of the wait staff could possibly carry. What a great idea. And it's so cute. Number 2, I love the medallions. They call this the Medallion class, but it's not really a class because everyone gets a medallion. And this is a wearable device that magically gets you just about anything you want on this ship. You board with it, it opens the door to your cabin, you order drinks with it, you can order drinks or food anywhere on the ship, and they will bring it to, they find you through this medallion device. It's just amazing. I tried it out in the Piazza one night just to see, because I don't order a lot of drinks, but I ordered one just to see if it would come to me, and I ordered it off my app, and actually I did this twice, and the first time it took a really long time, but the second time the drink came very quickly. It's not an infallible device, but it is a fun device and it makes things a lot easier. I know we have cards, little plastic cards on most of the other ships. This one is nice because you can wear it on a lanyard around your neck. In fact, they provide a lanyard, but you can also purchase various pieces of jewelry like things that you could put the medallion in. And I had 2 bracelets that you could put the medallion in. I had them from a previous cruise, so I used those, and we just kept the medallion on our wrist, so it was always with us. I think it's great. There's another feature I really like, and that is you can find the people you're traveling with through this medallion using a map. And this could be very helpful if you've lost someone on one of these big ships. The Piazza is a piazza like rotunda or grand atrium. It spans several decks. It has a beautiful marble floor. There is the International Cafe right there and a bar. And this is where activity takes place all day and all night. During the day, there might be games or a dance lesson. And at night, there is live music with a variety of groups. And we spent our evenings in the Piazza dancing, I'll tell you that. We loved it. Number 4 is the Jogging Path. Now you're probably going to say to me, oh Sandy, I'm too old to be jogging. Well, let me tell you, I do not jog, but I do walk for exercise. And there's very few ships today that have a covered promenade deck where you can walk around the ship and really enjoy it without the weather interfering. Cunard is one cruise line that still has that, but most don't. I think some of the bigger Royal Caribbeans. But most of the ships have put their jogging path on the top deck in the scorching sun. And they put it right through the lounge chairs. There's lounge chairs on either side of this jogging path. And let me tell you, unless you're there at the crack of dawn, trying to walk on this jogging path is very difficult. People are constantly walking back and forth in front of you. Many people have pulled their loungers onto the jogging path so that you have to walk around. It's just not good. So when I saw this jogging path on Enchanted Princess on one of the decks that doesn't have any lounge chairs around it, I was thrilled, because no interference, a beautiful way to get your exercise. I'm sure everyone walks. You can walk at any speed you want, and if people are jogging, they will jog past you. You stay on the right and they'll jog on the left. Number 5, retail therapy. Yes, shopping. Even if you don't buy a thing, it's so much fun to shop after dinner or before the show. Go in these stores. There's all kinds of things. There's wonderful selections of cruise clothing, and there's jewelry and watches and perfume. And there's even a little area, kind of like a convenience store in case you've forgotten something. It's really nice. I usually try to buy something as my souvenir when I'm on a ship. There are some jewelry stores with very expensive jewelry, very nice jewelry, and they do guarantee it through the cruise line, so there's not as much of a risk as buying it in one of the cities that you stop in where, you know, once you're gone, how do you get that returned or issue a complaint? I find that kind of scary, so I prefer to buy it on the ship. They used to have a lot of Swarovski jewelry, which is really reasonably priced, and I have purchased a number of necklaces and earrings of the Swarovski brand, and sometimes they just have kind of, you know, costume jewelry that is very inexpensive, but there's certainly a variety of things to choose from. Number 6, the pools. Well, again, you might say to me, oh Sandy, I don't swim anymore. Let me tell you, I've been on 52 cruises and I don't remember once ever getting into a swimming pool on a cruise ship. But that doesn't mean I don't enjoy looking at them. I do. And this ship had a beautiful pool. I don't really care to lay outside by a pool because I'm not a sun worshiper. And thank goodness I'm not a sun worshiper, because I lived in South Florida for 33 years. And if I had been worshiping the sun, I would be quite wrinkled at this point with a lot of skin cancers. So I always stayed out of the sun and used sunblock. I'm not one to lay by a pool, but I do enjoy looking at them. And I was especially intrigued by the infinity pool at the back of the ship. No one was in it, but what a beautiful place to sit and take a dip in the pool if you're so inclined. Number 7, the theater. This is my very favorite place to be in the evening because I love the production shows. I just love the singing and the dancing and the costumes. This ship had a beautiful large theater. The sight lines were good. The productions were very good. I would say that outside of Royal Caribbean and Celebrity, these production shows were the next best. Costuming was great. I really, really liked it. And on this particular cruise, we had a special guest, and it was Air Supply, the band from the 80s who performed one evening for us. And that was a nice treat. Number 8, the ocean. Honestly, on these new ships, sometimes you can completely forget you're on a ship, or that you have an ocean right outside this ship, because oftentimes there's no windows where you are. For instance, in the theater, there's no windows. And as you walk the corridors, there's often no windows. You just can't see the ocean, but it's there. And another reason that you forget about it is the new ships are so stable. Whatever they're doing with their stabilizers keeps these enormous ships completely motion free. Only occasionally will you feel the slightest sway. Now, of course, there's the odd chance that a large wave will come and cause the boat to rock, but in my experience, that hasn't happened except back in the 1970s, the early 70s, when I was on a small ship and that ship was rocking quite a bit. And in the early days, I used to take medication for seasickness, but now I can't remember the last time I've taken anything. If I think it's going to be rocky, or if the captain has mentioned that it might be, I'll put on the wristbands that are for seasickness, and they have always worked for me. So yes, there is an ocean out there. Don't forget it. And finally, sunsets. The sunsets from the ship in the ocean are magnificent. Go out there, if you could remember, go out there outside on the deck and enjoy these beautiful sunsets. Fortunately, I've mostly had balcony cabins, and you can enjoy the sunsets from there too. I hope you've enjoyed my list of unique and favorite things from the Enchanted Princess. Do you have any memories that you'd like to share with us? Please put them in the comments below. And if you found this video entertaining or informative, please consider subscribing and giving me a thumbs up. Now, have a wonderful day.